computer works well today because I've got a lot to share and show. All right, so good morning, happy Monday. Good morning, Alicia. So I have a channel update. So I did an experiment this weekend working day shift. I worked anywhere between 7:30 and 9 o'clock and worked until 2 or 3, and that worked perfectly for me. I was able to come home and get a lot of work done even. So I was impressed. I had energy after that, but it worked out really well. So when the time changes here on Sunday, November 3rd, that first video on Monday, November 4th, we're going to start doing videos at 7 p.m. every day. That seemed to be the good time for me. And it'll continue just as it is every day, Monday through Friday, just at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And on Thursdays, we'll still do sew-alongs. So that's the plan. Monday, November 4th. I'm kind of looking forward to it. Hopefully, I can continue to keep getting lots of progress done. So I also have some blocks of the month announcements and sew-alongs. Good morning, Lori. Good morning, Cheryl. So I'm going to share a couple of them that are on the quilt spot that have popped up that I checked. And the first one is a Lori Holt one. And it is Jane Austen's 250th anniversary quilt designed by Lori Holt. Oh, that's going to be fun. For all those Lori Holt fans out there, there's a couple of them out there that are coming up. So this starts in July of next year and goes until May of the following year. You guys who are Jane Austen fans, here's one for you. The links are below to everything if you want to sign up. Reserve your spot now. I don't know if it'll last. I don't know what else to share about this other than the fact that you could get backing fabric and a label and some additional notions that you might need for this project that they think would come in handy. So you can get a backing also included with your prescription, your subscription, and a label. So that's kind of fun. That is kind of fun. Let's show you the next one that's also a quilt spot. And that one is a fig tree one. And this one is 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. Those fig tree fans for reds and greens are very popular. This was a 12-month one that starts in May of next year and ends in May of the following year. And again, you can get backing fabric and a label. Let's see here. The Buon Natal fabric line. And there's another picture of it. Oh, it's kind of cute. Kind of like it's a cute little sampler. Kind of like this one. I don't know. I don't know that I'm gonna. I don't know that I'm gonna partake in any of these that are listed here, that I'm going to be showing you here today. But these are available for you to partake in. Should you be interested, all the links are below as well, and I will be sharing them to Facebook too. So I haven't done that yet, but I will. At least I'll try. I'll try to do it. So let's see. The next one I have here is with the Fat Quarter Shop. They have announced the 2025 mystery designer, or the designer mystery block of the month. And they are providing you with kits and stuff that include the latest fabric by Corey Yoder called A Bloom. And you can also get included at the finishing kit and a backing set. Should you wish to partake? Oh, This fabric looks really pretty. My peaches and my greens, kind of like that idea. So that is announced, and that'll start in June of next year and go till May. A lot of things for next year, but there is one that I'm going to show you right now that is starting next Monday. Next Monday, and that is this quilt right here. It's called Evening Glow, and you can get the pattern in the latest version of the American Patchwork and Quilting magazine that will be coming out. The designer is Sarah Maxwell, and between her and American Patchwork and Quilting, they are going to be running a quilt along that starts next Monday, the 28th, and goes until December 8th. And you can also purchase the same scrappy kits. They have them available. I have a link to this Instagram page so that you can find your way to Serendipity Wood's website and purchase a kit if you're interested. Otherwise, use fabrics from your stash because this looks like a really good scrap buster. A really good scrap buster. And then one more is another Lori Holt. And this one is with Stitch in Heaven. And it is the Be Happy block of the month. Starts in March of next year. I love the little camper. Oh, it looks like it's pieced and applique. Probably more applique than piecing. Here's a little close-up. Another one. I love the word. That's so cute. Yeah, this is a very cute one. Backing fabric is included with this program. So all the links are below if you are interested in any one of those sew-alongs. Love the new time frame. Great, Georgia. That will be 5 p.m. my time. Can watch while making supper. Yay! So yeah, that's in we still got 2 more weeks of this time frame, but once I have to change the time frame, it'll work out a lot better for me just because I work at night, and it'll give me more hours to work too. I can put in an 8-hour day potentially if I really wanted to. I typically only work 6 at the most, and that's usually just on the weekends, but this gets me done before even like when school gets out and work gets out and traffic gets just hectic and crazy. I can be home by that time. So I think it'll be a really good move. I think for all of us, maybe. I don't know. We shall see how it all works out. So new assignments next on the list. I got my first month package for the Happy Halloween block of the month with the quilt spot. And I have it in a project box. What was in this box, I just set on my table. I didn't put it away anywhere. But it is this quilt right here. And this is the pattern booklet that came with it. You get the whole booklet. And I got a sheet that came with it that told us what we'll be doing in each month. But you only get the fabric you need for the month that you're working in. So I need to make 4 of these little pumpkins. And I have 4 weeks to do it. So that means I have 1 pumpkin a week that I have to do. And these are the fabrics that I got with my kit. So this is the background fabric, which is a very, very bright blue. It's called Kona Noble. And my pumpkins are this orange. Yes, I'm looking forward to this. I am. So that is month 1. So I will keep you posted on my progress on that. I do want to try to get one done a week, at least. I could try. So month 2, we do the stars that are in this quilt. So there's quite a few of them. And then we do month 3 is the cats. And there's a couple of those. 4 of those. Month 4 is candy corns, which are these little boogers right here. And they're spread out around here. These here look like, oh, I think it's just because the quilt is laying flat, but they looked a little squishier. We have candy rolls. Month 6 is the ghosts. Month 7 are the bats. And month 8 is the owls. And there's 3 or 4 of those. Month 9 is a spider, which are these little things right here. And month 10 is the witch. And there's several of those. And they look just like, what are the gnome ones that Pat Sloan had that one gnome guy. And then they made a whole family and they travel all over the world. They give as much fabric as the Fat Quarter Shop. Thanks for letting me know, Alicia, because I wasn't sure if I wanted to starch or not. And I haven't been lately just because of time. I have so much time to get something finished, and it kind of just, so I might do light spraying as I'm ironing out the fabric before I cut and do a light spray. We'll see how that goes, but that's very helpful information. So I'm very excited to have month 1 on that project. So now I've got 2 of those in the midst. And then I'm going to put this over here. I did quite a bit of work over the last few days. Oh, you started your red sky at night and put photos on my community page. Fabulous. I'm going to go check that out. I can't wait to see it. Let's start with, where is it? Laundry basket quilts. So I had done this block and it didn't turn out right. So I remade it and it is much better. However, I don't know if you can see, but each one of the corners is off by a 32nd of an inch. And I don't know if it's because I cut the pieces wrong, but I can hide all of that in the seam allowance. So this one here is much better. I opened up all of my seams. So I redid that. That's all done. I also made block 42. This was simple. This went together very, very quickly. And I'm very happy with the way that turned out. I haven't made my heart yet because I didn't bring my fusible downstairs. So I gotta go get my fusible so I can put my heart on there and put it on my block. But then there is blocks 41 and 42. These are laundry basket quilts versions. So tomorrow we get block number 43. I'm very excited about that. I'm going to pull my pins out of here so I need all of my design boards. So I am pulling these out and putting these near the bin over here so I can, so tomorrow we'll be doing fabric selection for block number 43. I'm really excited. We're getting close to the end. We're getting very close. All right. The other thing I worked on is red sky at night. Let's see here. Week 5. I did change my schedule a little bit. I'm dragging it out a couple weeks. 2 for now, potentially 3. And assigning myself 3 blocks instead of 4. Not like that's really going to change much. But I did 3 blocks. I did this week's blocks. I did week 5. I haven't done this week's blocks. So week 5, I needed to do an hourglass block and a swamp angel block and this London Roads block. And I did them. So here is my hourglass block. Here is the Swamp Angel. And here is what's it called again? London Roads? Yeah, I want to say London Town. And London Roads. So I put my center row backwards. I don't like that these two fabrics are touching, but you know, it is what it is. I don't know that I'm going to change it. But there's the 3 blocks. So now for week 6, we've got the Kansas Star and the single wedding ring I've assigned myself for next week, for Friday actually, and the Flying Geese. The Cups and Saucers one on the bottom will be due for the following week, but because they're 2 on a page. And then the Hummingbird EPP is next. I haven't worked on my last EPP project, the Goose Tracks one. I haven't even touched that one. So I don't know what happened. Since I moved downstairs, I'm not doing EPP. I'm sitting here instead. So I'm going to figure, I don't know how everything just kind of goes topsy-turvy on me. But this morning I was sitting there looking at it going, yeah, I really should touch that. I really should. So I will be trying to figure that all out. But, you know, the EPP, I've got like the last 2 weeks. So what I changed was it was going to the 13th. I changed it to do 3 blocks a week. I also added 1220 as week number 15. 1227 is 16, and 13 as blocks 17. So I figured the last 2 weeks I just do like a catch up of all of the stuff that's going on. This might continue to change each week. So I'm not going to post something because it's not permanent. But I'm just going to try to do the EPP block for the week and 3 blocks. So we'll see how that goes. But I will keep you updated on my progress. So if you're following along, you're probably on a topsy-turvy schedule like me. There's a lot of blocks, 49 blocks, and to get it done in a very short period of time. So I'm trying not to push myself, but I bet I got a lot of work done this weekend, and I'm hoping that that continues when the schedule goes to 7 p.m. Tina! So I'm doing 7 p.m. Pat Sloan goes, her videos are in the mornings at 6:15 my time, a.m. So they start at 6:15 in the morning my time. I don't think they'd interfere with Pat's. I'd be doing mine way later in the day. So it's at 7 a.m. at 7 p.m. So I hope it doesn't interfere with anybody's videos, but I don't know how else to change that. I have to work now, and so I've got to do what's best as far as getting the money that I need to take care of the bills. So that's how I need to change my schedule to fit what I need to do now that life has changed on me. And I don't know if that'll be forever, but maybe to the next time change. I don't know. We shall see if I'm bouncing back and forth with daylight savings time or not. I hope not. I want to be consistent. So I hope it doesn't interfere with a whole lot of other things. Oh, the other thing that I worked on is the hot cocoa, or the Christmas mystery that went on with Primrose Cottage Quilts. I finished block 4, the heart mug. So that is all ready. I can now put the sashing in and put all 4 blocks together to get my quilt top done. And then I'll be working on the new assignment, which is the the border plan. So making all of these economy blocks. So I'm excited about this one. So I can now at least put the top together and get these pieced up so that I can get my top done, my top fully finished. Not fully finished, but finished. It'll go hang in the closet with the others that need to be quilted. I did check my Long Armor's website. Their store goes live and opens their doors on November 1st. And I think starting in December, there was some classes on long arm training. So I'm excited about that. So, and it was inexpensive. So I think I'm going to be able to get things started in December. The way that sounds. I can keep checking to see if there's any changes to her schedule. But right now it is in December. So like December 3rd or something like that. All right. So the last thing I worked on, told you I did a lot. I worked on Little Pink Homestead. This quilt, I worked on month 3. I wasn't happy with the blocks that I made. I have to make these 4 blocks. And they're called chicken coop. So this was the first block that I had made. It is not the right size, and nor is it square. So I'm redoing it. I changed my plan. So I didn't change it for the outside edge. This is one piece that you piece together and attach it to the center part. So the center is an economy block and 2 flying geese, one on either end. And so I am, instead of doing the piecing her way, I'm doing it my way. This I'm still piecing the same way. I've kind of figured out how this needs to go and how to get it to fit onto the block. So I did another one. And this one is perfect, 8.5. It worked out perfectly. So I'm very happy with the way that turned out. So I did the, let's go this way. I did the flying geese. Instead of all triangles, I made a 2.5 by 4.5 inch rectangle and did sew and flips on either end. That worked that out. The economy block in the center, I did paper piecing method. I cut out my pieces, and I didn't have any papers that were specifically 4.5 unfinished that didn't already belong to another project. So I borrowed. So I used the dragon fruit 4.5 inch papers. I ripped out one of the pages and I traced it onto freezer paper and made my own. And that turned out perfectly for me. I like freezer paper, FPP. I don't know if anybody else is familiar with it and ever even done FPP, but foundation paper piecing. But I learned this from Sugary Doo. She's got a YouTube channel and website. And so I learned it her way, and I really like it. I don't have to sew on the paper or anything. You iron all your pieces down to the back, the waxy side of the freezer paper, and it sticks. And then you just have to fold over your sides and sew up against the edge. So I have a light box that I just put the paper down, put my paper on top, trace it out, and then I could put my paper back in here because I didn't want to use it because it belongs to my dragon fruit block of the month. I am going to use all of the papers and sew on the papers for that project, but I needed this size so I could trace it out so that I could do it. So I don't know if anybody's familiar with this process, but on the waxy side, you put your fabric on there and you can look in the light and make sure that it, you know, fits in the lines that it shows over the number 1. And then you put it on your thing and you iron it down. I don't think my iron is on this either. I've already used this 3 times, so because I've already started the next one. But you can use it over and over and over again. So I've got that ironed on there. And then I have this piece of cardboard. I cut it off of my little political mailers. And you fold back line number 2, and then you put your ruler on it and you trim off your 1/4 inch. And then I can put my piece up against it and sew right along the edge of the paper. So I enjoy using this method, and it went very, very fast. I have also I changed my color scheme too, but I made this one and I made this one already. So I'm just got to make the flying geese and then those side pieces, and these 2 will be done. So I'm very excited about this, that I'm finally getting this block finished, because I was very frustrated with it. Very frustrated with it because I couldn't get it to work. I couldn't get it to go. So if you want more information, freezer paper foundation paper piecing, let me know. I can do a video on that, where I can set up something where you can see from above or something, like with my phone or something like that. But that's what I intend to work on, try to get those other 2 blocks finished today in the remake of that other one, so I can get that completely done. So that's the plan, to get that completed. And then I can work on the foundation paper piecing for the next one, which is these cute little ladies. So those are foundation paper pieced in the and the templates are in here. I'm going to put those, I'm going to trace those onto wax paper as well. So, and do it that way. So that way I can make 1, and then I can use the same one over. I may have to make 2 because there's 6, but yeah. You can buy the printable FPP freezer paper. Yep, you certainly can. I just have a very large roll of this. And I have had this for several years, and it has lasted a long time. What was it? Color My World. I did all of those this way. Everything I did for that. So, and that's something that's a WIP, that's unfinished project that I'm going to try to fit into my schedule here going forward. So I probably won't be doing too many more blocks of the month or so longs, like over January and February, because I want to try to get that one finished next year. So we shall see. But that's kind of my plan. So I'm going to, I wonder if I probably can't throw that through the paper, through the thing, but I just have to trace it out. It's a very simple little pattern. It's not very difficult, I don't think. They give you 3 of them, I think. Yeah, there are 3 of them here already. But so that'll be next on my list, because that'll be due next Tuesday, because every other Tuesday we get a new assignment. So the Barn Chicks is month 4. That is month 3. So I'm trying to catch up. All right. And because that's every other week, I give myself a little bit more time and a little extra time. So if you wanted a little extra video that shows how to do the freezer paper foundation paper piecing, just let me know. I'd be happy to throw one together. Excuse me. Choke on my own spit. So tomorrow's video, we'll do block 43 with laundry basket quilts, do a fabric selection. The other things that I need to work on is with dragon fruit. I need to at least do one one block a day, Monday through Friday. 5, because there's 4 weeks and I have 20 blocks to make. So I have to make 5 of those a week. I want to cut out Hometown Holiday Sampler and start working on those. I've got until November 1st to get this month's assignment done. And the Happy Halloween, I've got to make 1 pumpkin a week. So that's, and then also the other things that are coming due this week and to get things finished. So that's my plan. And we shall see. I'm going to finish this first. And then when I finish that, then I'll move on to one of the other things that are on my list. But that's it. That's all I got for today, I think. I don't have anything else. So if you have any questions, any concerns, please let me know. I don't think that's going to interfere with Pat Sloan's video times, or as others are watching. You watch it after the fact. You don't have to be with me on live if you want, unless you want to. But I love that you participate and love the comments and all that kind of stuff. It's so much fun, and I look forward to this every day. So I hope it doesn't interfere too much with other people's videos, because I know quite a few other people go live in the evenings. So, and they do mostly in the evenings. I don't know too many that did it during the day. So if you have any other concerns about that, please let me know, because, you know, I could probably potentially move it to 6 p.m. too. You will be there at 7. Thanks, Alicia. I enjoyed your 2 videos, by the way. I have to get out there and put some comments in there, though, because I was very excited about learning about some things that you shared in your videos. So it was very fun. So everybody go out there and watch Quilty Bird Piecing and subscribe to her channel. All right, you guys, that's all I have for you today. I'm going to go get my oil changed in my car before I go to work today. So I'm going to go sitting in the Valvoline oil change line. All right. You guys have a fabulous rest of your Monday, and I shall see you here tomorrow, Tuesday, October 22nd at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. And we will go through Montre Basket Quilts. Fabric selection for Block 43. All right. Have a good day, you guys. Love you. Bye now.